Baby, let me be clear. People are going to pop up all over out of the woodwork right now. They're not all your friend, and part of the test will be the boundaries that you have to set and the people you're going to have to block. A caterpillar and a butterfly need very different things, and the things you settled with and for when you were a caterpillar can be no more. The wheel of fortune has turned. And the only way you get out of that burden is by putting the end you need to put an end to. You are way too strong, way too incredible, too much a high priestess to tolerate toxicity and parasitic people. Parasitic people like one-sided friendships, or those who are literally giving you less than the bare minimum or the bare minimum. Car honks and confirmation. There's too many that have been absolute narcissists, King of Swords, that you need to, trying to use correct words so I don't get in trouble with TikTok, okay? But we need to it all away, all right? BURN, it all away. Energetically, metaphorically, spiritually. Boundaries, blockages, blocking people on social media, blocking them in real life, however you need to do it. But when these people come back in, and here's an example. You write somebody who's promised to work on a school project with you, and you got signed up and they agreed to do it. They're like, yeah, I want to work with her. You're like, yeah, no problem. You write them on the 8th of the month, and you're like, hey, what's the plan? What are we doing? Da, 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 da. You see they read it. You see they're on social media. You see they've been writing to all people. You've seen them on their phone, but you just can't get towards them to talk to them. They've ignored you. Now it's the 28th of the month, and they write you and go, hey, so were you never going to call me? Meanwhile, they're responding and putting that right under the message that shows they read it, that said, hey, let me know what time you have available today, tomorrow, the next day, so we could start planning this out. And that was on the 8th of the month, and now it's the 28th, and you've seen them on the phone the whole time. When they'll be like, oh, yeah, I've been busy. How dare you accept that as an answer? We're not tolerating this BS of horrible treatment from people who absolutely could take 3 seconds when it works for them to respond to whatever they want. You are the high priestess. You are truly connected to the divine, so do not fail these tests when these pieces of crap, the guano of people, come back around, because they will. And in some cases, you interacted and it was good for a second, and then it started getting weird. Why? Because even friendships, coworkers, platonic stuff can be love bombers and breadcrumbers. So that also gives the message, 5 of Swords. These people were only interested in themselves and only pop up in your reality when it works for them, when there's something they need. These are users, not true people. So why would you let users continue to use you after all the work you've done in this world? Absolutely not. So when these pieces of crap come back in, and I want you to start looking platonically at all, meaning looking at all these people who are a platonic connection in any way, shape, or form. Bosses, coworkers, family. I mean, family's love, but you know what I mean. Not like a romantic sexual thing. Because most of the time you will be blinded by how many people are treating you incorrectly, disrespectfully, not equally, living off of you parasitically, and you allow it and settle for it because the only thing you were ever taught was romantic relationships was the one you have to be careful of and double check with. Meanwhile, you were raised to allow people to treat you badly, to not give their all to you when you put in everything. Some of you would literally rip skin off your body and give it to somebody if you thought it would save their life. Some of you would walk into fires and save strangers. Some of you would literally take bullets for random people, platonically speaking. Like, oh my God, my coworker is about to be shot. Let me save them. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. You are that type of soul, and they are not even going to give you 50% of the 100% you're going in on. No. And by the way, there's a difference between toxic overgiving and healthy reciprocation. So if you're the type of person that someone writes to you, it goes, hey, I'm having a problem, and you respond as quickly as you can in that day, and you check on them and see what's going on, you're a great person. You're good. But you're having people that are coming in giving you less than bare minimum is how I'm going to put that, because your bare minimum needs to level up. That's part of it also as the high priestess. To get to this and to get to this. 9 of Cups, Ace of Cups. 9 of Cups is wishes fulfilled, emotional things fulfilled, love, happiness, joy, success. Ace of Cups is a brand new loving beginning coming in. Now, both of these can only come in when you start saying no to all of those that are not giving treatment that is equal and deserving of you. And the problem is, you don't believe you deserve much. So you just keep giving. And then when people aren't treating you properly or giving their 100% back, and it's a one-sided thing, you keep dragging everything along. Like, don't worry, guys, I got it. That's giving yuck. That's giving no. We ain't doing it no more. 855. So, yes, in some cases, this is going to be difficult for you. Because when you deny, block, remove these people, some of them are going to get really bent out of shape and start a slander campaign. They're going to want to rip your name apart. Because how dare you? There's a black cat that just came in my yard, though. Spirit's got you. And you know what? You don't need to argue. When you hear the lies and someone's like, yo, you know what they just said about you? Like, really? Tell me more. What happened next? They'd be like, no, I'm serious. No, I'm serious too. This is an amazing tall tale. Continue. I'll get my popcorn. You know what? Crack corn is a really good thing. Have you ever guys had that? Hello, crack corn. This is caramel. There's also one with cheese and another one that's jalapeno. Just so you know. And it's a small family company. It's like a mom and dad and 2 kids. Just saying. And by the way, it's not a full bag because I keep eating it. It's really good. Anyway, 6 of Coins is on the bottom of this. Your blessings, everything that you've been waiting for to come in, like I keep using this phrase, Nana. My Nana used to say, and I'm always going to paraphrase it, 7-11 on the clock as they say this, nothing good can come in when a bucket is full of shit. Okay? You have to dump the bucket for good to get in. Think about this also. Only flies are attracted to manure. I mean, gross bugs that you wouldn't want are attracted to manure, to guano, right? Nothing good you gonna want is gonna want to go near any of that, so you gotta clear it out. So if you have conversations and the only place people want to talk to you is in the DMs and they don't want to even like posts of yours or comments, there's something shady going on there, and that's unacceptable. If you're like, oh yeah, no, his wife would, immediately stop that. If somebody's partner would be upset that they even acknowledged your post, no more of that person should you allow, because they're disrespecting you on the same coin with it. Now, I'm not telling you to block every stranger that's got a wife or every stranger that's got a husband or whatever pronouns. I'm saying you know the difference at this point, and you can feel it. You might even start shaking as you're doing it. But no needs to be a strength you can do. Boundaries need to be what you do. Clearing this BS of crap people that are a dumpster fire, but acting like you should be honored that they're in your reality, needs to stop. How do you get the most glorious love, the most amazing finances, the most great wealth, if only crap is around you? Nothing good is attracted to that. Okay? So, this is the moment. This is the moment where Spirit's congratulating you. Your ancestors, your spiritual team, however, God, however you identify. You are strong enough to walk away from all the people that are not treating you correctly. Now, I will also tell you, if you don't heal the wounds that attracted those types of people and that kind of problem, you'll just keep getting that and wondering what's wrong with you. The only thing wrong with you is the beliefs and wounds that would make you continue that pattern. So why don't you use the link in my bio, book yourself a private reading. Half an hour reading comes with a Reiki session, which is an energy healing. So that's like a 2-for-1 deal, which would be very beneficial to you. Consider it. Also, you might want to do a cord cutting if you know you're still stuck to somebody, because that's like fish hooks stuck in your energy, and I can get that out. Also, if someone's done you really wrong, do the hey karma, it's time. Put their name, let me know what happened, what they did, and I handle it with the karmic council, so you don't get any bad karma. And I'm your spiritual counselor, and I make sure that it gets handled and that person gets the karma they're dealt and needed to be dealt. By the way, you're not a live subscriber, I'm guessing. and you're missing out on a great, amazing thing. Become a live platinum subscriber of mine, and you get free readings and Reiki sessions all the time as a subscriber of mine. Stop missing out on the great opportunity of that. All right, I love you. Use the link in my bio. Become a live subscriber. I love you. Boundaries.